Welcome back to Fruitful Minutes. Today we're closing out our 5-part series on connective tissue health, and we're talking about bone health specifically. And Dr. Callie, let's start with the big one, calcium. It seems like the obvious, I need to up my bone support. Let's take some calcium. But there's more to it, right?
There's a lot more to it. And I think the old school thought process was calcium is really rich in bones. That's what most of our bone is made up of.
Okay.
You need bone support, take extra calcium.
Right.
And unfortunately, that's not exactly how our body works. We actually need a lot of other mineral content with calcium to tell calcium to actually go into our bone and start making bone. Because calcium otherwise has no idea what to do in our body, right? It's a mineral. It doesn't have this magical messenger that says go into the bone.
Okay.
And I think people are really confused on that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of CalMag supplements out there which are great for other things like muscle contraction or muscle cramping, electrolyte support, cardiovascular support, sleep support. But they're not going to be as bone supportive as a bone support formula.
So just because it's got calcium doesn't mean it's going to help out your bones.
Exactly. We have to tell calcium where to go. So in bone support formulas, there's a lot of other things outside of calcium, and calcium is in there. But we need things like vitamin D and magnesium to help calcium get absorbed into our system. Vitamin K2 is very important for actually helping stimulate the bone making process, but also keeping calcium out of other soft tissue areas, including our arteries. Right?
So you're saying that you take a lot of calcium because it doesn't know specifically where to go. K2 is going to help kind of filter that.
Right, because calcium wants to calcify things. It doesn't necessarily go directly to bone to do that. It can do that in muscle tissue. If you have damage and inflammation there, it can go to blood vessels.
Okay.
Right, so we want to tell calcium to go into bone if that's what we want it to do.
Sure.
And there's a lot of really nice bone formula supplements out there that do that.
Okay.
With all the other extra trace mineral type things. So we need more than just calcium for good bone health. And the other thing is, do you know what calcium sticks to make good, strong, but not brittle bones?
The obvious answer, I think, would be it sticks to your bones to make it stronger. But I definitely think that's maybe not the case.
Again, misinformation or just people don't know. But your bones are actually 1/3 collagen. Right. So we need collagen. It's really flexible and soft. And then we put calcium on it, and that makes a strong but non-breakable structure. Right. We want our bones to have a little bit of give.
Okay.
If you are just sticking calcium on calcium on calcium, think about eggshells. Right. You crack it and it just breaks.
Yeah.
Which is not what we want. We want actually good, dense bones. We need collagen to stick the calcium to.
Okay.
So the two really go well hand in hand together.
Okay. So it's like your bones are made up of a lot of calcium, but that doesn't necessarily mean that if you just take calcium, it's going to firm up and you're going to have really strong bones. We need these other team players to really bring that to the table. Yeah. Good to know. That was super helpful. Thanks for sharing those tips. We hope that was helpful for you guys. We know that the whole collagen, bone broth protein, it's very wide ranging, and there's probably so many questions out there. So if you do have any questions or comments about this topic, please leave in the comments below. We'll get back to you, and we look forward to having you on the next Fruitful Minutes.